thought I could just jump down. Can't. I knew I was going to get ambushed. Ooh. I wonder how we're going to do this. Oh. That thing came out of nowhere. Duh. Oh. I'm not even sure if I have to go up here. Oh, there's some kind of treasure here. Blink bolt. That looks like it might be a holy thing. In which case, I want it. Oh! Dead. Not only am I not dead, I didn't get hurt at all. Oh wait, I can go up all these things, right? dangerous. He's not dead yet. I think this is where we have to go, right? Yes. It's time for the boss, I believe. I don't know what's in here. I hope it's not a death knight. It's a death knight. What a dick. Get away from me! Does he regenerate and causes damage? Dick. First chance. First try, I mean. Death Knight twin axes. I wonder what those do. I wonder if they're fun, is really what I mean to ask. See what they look like. They do lightning damage. Let's see what they look like. It kind of looks like fun, right? That looks like fun too. Alright, let me go. Uh-oh. Man, who asked you to come here? Oh, that was weird. I'm gonna see if it's fun to kill people with the twin axes. have a lot of weight. I do like the animation of the lightning. And I suppose fighting in water is even better. Because in this game, if you use lightning in water, you do more damage. That's nice. Alright, these might be fun. That's a fun thing to do. Let's try that again. Although, this is a beginning area. I'm high level. How do I not kill with just one hit? Well, I didn't upgrade the weapon at all. It is a fun weapon. Let me do that again. Again, the animation is fun. That might be good against invaders, actually. What's the damage? That's not bad for level 1. Might be a surprising thing to pull out of my ass. What kind of upgrade materials does it require? Somber. What the hell? I'll try it. Although this is not really great damage. Nope, not good at all. Oh, I'll do it. Okay. I am curious about one thing in the capital. This is all sand right now, by the way. Nope. Oh, no horsies here. And I'm just curious. Look at the ruins. It was once a nice city. Role-playing. I was role-playing. Hey, Proctophile, I am curious about the weapons. I just defeated Death Knight, got his twin axes, and I'm curious about, what am I curious about? I want to see how well I do. But I remember hearing that in Elden Ring, lightning damage is increased with dexterity, which is very low in my case. Are you good at this game, Procto? I'm trying to play with different weapons all the time. Well, I would say that you're very good at Den. Dead. Oh, I'm not dead. I'm not sure if I was particular. There's an area here that has a gargoyle, and next to it, I think it has a like the ultimate upgrade. I forgot whether it's somber or doesn't matter. Can I make it? Can't make it. I'm too big. Can't fit. I wonder if I can go in here. Oh, this bridge is united. It is not is it? It is. Look at that. And what's over here? I don't think I've come here after the capital was burned. Oh, Procto, are you the kind of person who invades? What is your opinion of invaders? I'm not one myself. Good, I can finally fit through something. Maybe it's over here. There's a gargoyle around here somewhere. I think I'd be better at this game, but there's certain bosses I just don't care. So I just summon people and have them take care of the bosses for me. A fun surprise, really. I guess you're very good. I usually don't bother trying to kill them. Just like, alright, do over. Might be, but probably isn't. Oh, look. Well, that's not really a good treasure. Am I where I want to be? No. Down there is a gargoyle, and he's next to an upgrade material, I believe. But I'm not really going to cry if I don't find it. I'll cry for other reasons. I'm such a crybaby. I burned that tree down. Haven't been arrested yet. Which is your favorite of the Souls games? Or, I should ask, what are your thoughts about Dark Souls 2? And I don't mean Dark Souls also. 2. Man, you'd think that I'd know where to go. I've only played this 10 million times. I think I was here already. Yep. Can I go up there? Is there anything up there? Okay, maybe I should leave this place and go to some place more exciting. Oh, maybe down here. Nope. Oh! I was here. Yeah, after playing Dark Souls 3, I revisited Dark Souls 2, and I was thinking, man, this is like being a nightmare where, like, I press the button, but nothing happens because everything's slow. And then there was a YouTuber who said, you have to look at Dark Souls 2 as turn-based, not responsive. So that was a pretty interesting way to look at it. I just recently played Bloodborne. Not for the first time, but for the first time after getting somewhat good at the game. I like the atmosphere of it. Well, anyway, I definitely needed a break playing this because I've been editing all day. I had to clear my head. Sometimes it's good to take a break for a couple of weeks. Oh, this might be exactly where I want to be. No, it is not exactly where I want to be. See, that's the gargoyle. Although I probably will get my ass kicked if I fight him. Alright, I finally figured out how to get here. Yeah, and sometimes when I start over, I forget. I don't have the endurance. Well, Physically, yes, but like in the game, I don't have endurance, so after like 3 hits, I could hit, but no response because I don't have the stamina. Okay, that is an item I want. I know I'm going to get my ass kicked, so I'm gonna drink this potion. The importance of the potion. Please let me just get the treasure first. Alright, yes, that's what I want. I got the treasure though, and I didn't lose any money. I'm not upset. Let me go someplace to beat up people. You were wrong. Let me go here. See how I fare against these people. And I'm also going to allow myself to be summoned. See, I'm re-editing a movie, and the pace has been vastly improved. I make slow-paced stuff. But the original cut of this movie was slow because of the dialogue. So I was very happy, like, oh my god, this is amazing what I'm doing. And then I'm on a scene that in the original cut, I think it might have been 7 minutes, and it's probably going to be 20 minutes. Like, what's wrong with me? So I needed to step away from that. Go here. I'll revisit the footage with fresh eyes. Oh, wait. Okay. Holy ganked, Batman. Wow. Man, I wasted all that upgrade stuff. I don't think these twin axes are for me. It's for a much better gamer. I will try that again, though. Did you watch Dignado on DVD or on Blu-ray? Or maybe you streamed it. I'll let you know why I asked. Okay. Is that the first one of my movies you've seen? Oh, that was good. Oh, I can defend with this, okay. Interesting. Well, the original Dignado was, I think, 3 hours long, and the reason I made it was I read a book about screenwriting, writing a script, and it said that in commercial movies you should bear in mind that movies are a visual medium. Don't make them dialogue heavy, and the dialogue should move the plot along. Now, if you know about writing, plot is not sophisticated. You would think that it is. Like, wow, this is such an intricate plot. But that's not... I'm not going to explain the difference between story and plot. But, so when I made the original Dicknado... well, I'll get to Dick Shark in a second. But with Dicknado, I thought, alright, I'm going to make it like 80% dialogue, but the dialogue will have nothing to do with plot. It will be character-based, not plot-based. And so I did it just as an experiment. And then from the 3-hour version, I don't know how long A Devil's Wind was. But A Devil's Wind was... I don't know how long it was, like maybe 90 minutes. But it's weird because Dicknado gets 1 out of 5 stars, but Devil's Wind got 4 out of 5. On Amazon, I mean. But with Dick Shark, the DVD is 90 minutes. The Blu-ray, it's 2 discs. One disc is 2 hours, with 2 hours of bloopers, and then there's a 7-hour version. And the reason for that is when fans found out that the rough cut was 5 hours, they wanted to see it. Like, you can't see the rough cut. Because, like, did a rough edit, 5 hours, and now whittle it down. Start cutting stuff. Cutting it. But the good thing about Kickstarter is that it allows me to test. You know, if you really want it, support the Kickstarter. And I think the Kickstarter was like $10,000. I could have refilmed Dick Shark. You know, and had 2 versions of Dick Shark, because I always wanted to refilm it. But yeah, the DVD is the most brisk. It's 90 minutes. The Blu-ray is 2 hours. You should see all the nudity in its crisp detail. But you found Dicknado to be funny? I like hearing that. Alright, so the L1 attack is 2 attacks. Okay. I'm learning the weapon. Yeah, there's a person who was a recent fan, and when he saw Dicknado, he wondered to himself, why is he, meaning me, nailing his penis? Then the next thing... So he found that to be very funny. Well, the girl who played that part, Rachel Noel Fox, she's an artist. You know, outside of the movie, she's an artist. And so... Holy crap. Dead. Man, this weapon is hard to learn. I'm sure it's amazing, but I'm a beginner. By the way, do you have this? Wait. My beloved. He's saying my beloved. I got it from that tree. I suppose this Ash of War will be good for, there are these puzzle dungeons with, what the hell is it? There's a thing that just mows you down in the puzzle dungeons, and I think that this and Raptor of the Mists, I've seen someone on YouTube use it. Not a problem. Let me get rid of that weapon. It's very heavy. See, now I can roll. And I'm going to offer myself to be summoned. Yeah, and there's a girl, Fruity Pulp, who told me there's a reason for that. Do you know the reason for the You're Beautiful one? There's a monkey man in the very beginning of the game. He's in the form of a bush, and then you liberate him, and you do stuff for him, and later on when you encounter him, if you go, "You're beautiful," you get some kind of cinematic. The game has all these secrets. Is that his name, Bach? Oh, I'm being summoned. Holy crap. Oh, how lucky these people are that they summoned me. Man, they didn't hear it. Well, I didn't know that too. There's a lot of stuff like that in the game. Like, this is the only game where you're going to fail 90% of the quests because it's not clear what you have to do. Oh, I can kill this guy. I'm going to use my combable trumpet. This guy's perfect for my combable trumpet. Look at him. I wish he'd stop moving around like that. That's my least favorite. No, I've got a lot of least favorites. Am I hurting him? He got hurt a little bit. Ooh! Should get some credit for this. Alright, the other boss, he's too nimble. Cannot use that weapon. Who's the host? I don't know who's who. Oh, that's an invader. What a dick. I don't know why the host doesn't go through the fog gate. What's going on? You guys exchange phone numbers and let's play. Non-verbal communication. Are they really fighting him? because I don't want to. Alright, good night, everybody. Oh no, I fell. Can't believe I did that. I didn't think that was a serious thing. I didn't lose any money. I was helping out somebody. Let me try that again. That was good money. Holy crap, I have to make pee-pee. Hello. Hi. I couldn't help but notice that you were playing Elden Ring. You could see? No. I can't even talk. If you didn't notice, you're the one saying stuff. Wow. I'm not even alive, technically. I mean, I'm alive, but I have no consciousness. Do you mind if I anthropomorphize you? Just trying to pass time. Procto, do you go to horror conventions? Oh no, I wanted to backstab. Uh-oh, he's mad. See, that should be friendly fire. If you're going to explode, people around you should explode too. That's my opinion. Which one did you go to? Oh, you haven't... I'm sorry. I thought you wrote... I haven't been to one in years. I remember before I made movies, I just made skits. People kept saying, like, you have to go to this horror convention. I thought, you know, I like some horror movies, but I'm not a fanatic. Like, I don't need to go and... I didn't know what they were. But I was dragged to one, and I couldn't believe how much fun I had. Also, the vendor area, there was stuff like... Some guy was selling the soundtrack to HR Puff and stuff. I don't remember what the music sounded like, but I felt like, man, I can't find that in a store. With good reason. That was a bootleg. But yeah, there's a lot of bootleggers at horror conventions. Procto, I agree with you 100%. But generally, there's a lot of sameness, no matter what the genre. Like, whether it's books or movies. Like, let's say you want to get published. Part of your query letter should be, this is the class of story. So it's just a retail thing. Like, you know, do we put you in the porn section? Do we put you in the romance? That's okay. But I'm not a purist. I like hybrids. It's okay to enjoy the pure form of something, like the pure style. But one of the reasons why I landed my first commercial radio show was the people at the radio station hated metal, and my demo had metal that was hybrid, not like a band Therion. They had orchestral instruments as well as opera, but it was also metal, things like that. And I can understand the prejudice against metal with bands like Motley Crue, because I said in an earlier movie, Metalheads, that the only time the lyrics should have the word baby is when it's about killing babies. I said that jokingly. Oh, clever. Oh, there's a guy here I can kill, I believe. Let's see if I can stab him in the ass. I was not able to stab him in the ass. Even then, I could not stab him in the ass. Man, just let me kill you in the most humiliating way possible. I want to stab you in the ass. It's making it very hard for me to stab him in the ass. We have the president of the main distributor of my movies. Fuck. The first movie that he distributed, he said that when he watched it, he said, man, it's flawed, like everything is flawed, but there's something about it. So I'm grateful that he took a chance. Not everybody's like that. Alright, I'll just hang out here and wait to be summoned. Plus, I just want to drink. It feels like this feels like work right now. Like I've been on the computer all day editing. By the way, I'm re-editing Santa Claus Serial Rapist. It's going to be called The Gods Are Rapists. I was going to call it The Age of Lead. I had a Kickstarter called The Age of Lead, but it's probably going to be called The Gods Are Rapists, which means that some vendors or merchants will be afraid of the R word. Oh, I'm being summoned. Well, I understand why many people don't like my movies. However, there are people who love my movies. And I'd like to think that they love them the same reason why I love John Waters' movies. Because when I saw Desperate Living, which, by the way, recently came out in 4K on Criterion. I was 15, I saw it. I didn't know it was low budget. I resonated with it immediately. Also, I like the British sitcom The Young Ones. And I remember trying to get my friends to watch. They're like, why do you like this? If you have to explain, that means it's not good. Well, I shouldn't. I'll take that back. Did these guys both die? Oh no, the host is still alive. Alright. Yeah, it's easy to die here. Fuck! Like Tarkovsky. Oh, he died too. Tarkovsky. I feel stupid because I try. Well, I can understand how the other movies will put you off, but Desperate Living, find it. I'm pretty sure that you're savvy. You can get your hands on it. I mean, you've been turned off by Pink Flamingos. I can understand that. But Desperate Living was just mind-blowing to me. Well, if you remember when you were 15, well, I don't know how much of... It's a high recommendation. Desperate Living, John Waters. Because until then, I just watched stuff on TV, like TV movies. Occasionally I went to the theater. Actually, in high school, my classmate was an usher at a theater, so I could watch movies for free. So, every once in a while, I talk about people like, man, if you love movies, why won't we pay for them? But I was 15. Plus, it's kind of cool having a friend who's an usher. Like, yeah, whatever movie you want, come in free. You could watch it twice if you want. You have to buy your own popcorn, though. Well, come to think of it, when I was 15, or even in my early 20s, didn't have much money, and so tipping was one of those things where, I don't know, I didn't know about the 20% rule, but then I was a waiter. That was a good education. 20% is not enough. That's right, Procto. I think I watched, was it Poltergeist? Like 10 million times. Couldn't get enough of that movie. But, I was a kid, relatively speaking. But yeah, Desperate Living, it was just so different from everything else. And I didn't know about indie movies or anything like that. And I watched it because I hung out with I'm calling them college kids. They were like 5 years older. It was because of Dungeons and Dragons. Imagine if this was around. Well, I wonder sometimes, like when I play this, like, oh man, this is exactly what I'd want. Oh look, I killed him. I'm waiting to be summoned. Yeah, I guess the main adjective for Desperate Living is creativity. So it was very inspiring. And when I started making movies, I promised myself I would try to give people the feeling that I had when I watched Desperate Living. Oh, no, Procto. It recently came out on Criterion. You're probably looking at the 4K, right? I bought the 4K. I think because of the Criterion one, the DVD might be lower, but you also might be torrent savvy. I don't know. So in your case, I would say because you were so burned by... Yeah, don't look at eBay. Look at Amazon. Half the people who tell me, when I ask, what was your first movie, how did you watch it? They say torrent. So, torrents are good. It's like a try before you buy kind of thing. The only time I get mad is Man, I've seen this is the 20th movie of yours that I've seen on a torrent. The other day, someone asked me like, "Oh, do you have any movies on Tubi?" I was very relaxed, so. But my usual response is, really? So you're not gonna watch a movie unless you watch it for free? Like, is that how little you think of my work? Well, Procto, try to get it used or cheap as your first watch, and I mean that as a first watch, because if you resonate with the movie, you will want to watch it repeatedly. I guess this goes for anybody. So whatever bad experience you had with John Waters films in the past, you're not going to have that with Desperate Living. Or you shouldn't. Well, I don't know you. I don't know what your tastes are. But it was definitely mind-blowing for me. Procto, you're my favorite person on this stream. I was at a horror convention in Hunt Valley, Maryland. It was called Horror Find. It's about a 5-hour drive from New Jersey. Well worth it. Super fun convention. But one year, John Waters was a guest. Oh no, he was in Gettysburg. So yeah, I didn't go to they changed from Hunt Valley, Maryland to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. So why? So I didn't go. And then I heard how much fun that was. Bruce Campbell was a guest. Really missed out. So I went the following year. John Waters was a guest. And I told myself, oh, I do interviews. I was just on a podcast last week. You're doing me a favor by interviewing me. Like I'm not doing you a favor. But I made a movie called Ant Farm Dickhole. And there was a lot of homage to John Waters in Ant Farm Dickhole. Like in Desperate Living, there's a city or a town called Mortville. And there are a lot of words that have mort in them, like I'm mortified. So in Ant Farm Dickhole, everyone's name was like Anthony, Andrea. There was a fan who couldn't get enough of Ant Farm Dickhole, and his girlfriend was named Andrea. And one of the times he told her, I forgot the statement he told her, but he said Antdrea. He called her Antdrea, which, of course, did not warm her to the movie anymore. But anyway, John Waters was at the convention, and I thought, I have to give him Ant Farm Dickhole. And I just couldn't get away from my booth to get to his. Plus, he was just swarmed with people. So it's rude to, when people are waiting hours online to meet him, for me to just cut in line like, hey, here, have my movie. Sure. But anyway, at a horror convention, at a good horror convention, after the convention closes, there's nightlife. And so this was such a convention. Excellent nightlife. And in the hotel or restaurant, John Waters had a booth with a couple people. I thought, man, it's rude to interrupt someone's dinner. But I ran to my hotel room, because I had to get him a copy of Ant Farm Dickhole. And I went to my room. Terrible thing about being drunk is I've learned never become horizontal. So when I sat on the bed, I thought like, I'll just, rest for a second. I woke up half an hour later. I'm like, fuck. Oh, we got invaded. Anyway, I opened my hotel door. Oh, that's a hunter. I have a suspicion that this guy is just summoning people to fight. I don't think he's here. I don't think he summoned me to help him with the area. I think he's got something called a Taunter's Tongue, where he just wants to see people fight. But I'm not sure. Yeah, never lay down when you're drunk. But I was in a panic. It's like, man, I wanted to fucking tell John Waters like a million things and give him Ant Farm Dickhole. And I raced down the hallway, and then I saw a procession. So I recognized the chief of security. He's a retired detective. Joe Ripple was his name. Well, it's probably still his name. I don't think he changed it. Bill, stop telling this story. I have to change my name. Anyway, in the middle of the procession was John Waters. And I thought, all right, cool. I know the chief of security. He's not going to stop me. Man, John Waters is tall, too. Well, when I approached him, I knew I had 10 seconds, and I tried to cram 10 million statements into one sentence, and all I could manage was like, blah, 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 blah. And as I was trying to form at least a word, Joe Ripple was looking at me like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And all I could do was giggle and give him a movie. I said nothing. I've never been tongue-tied like that in front of a celebrity. Any celebrity. And I met many. I don't mean just like celebrities, like, yeah, these are just famous, like celebrities I respect. But yeah, that's my John Waters story. Joe Ripple the next day said, like, what the fuck was wrong with you? And he said that after I left... Oh, here's the invader. Oh, I killed the invader. Wait. Joe, the security guy, said that John asked him, like, who the hell is that guy? And Joe told me that, I fucking died. Joe explained, and so John said, like, all right, I'll give it a watch, but he never contacted me or anything like that. I know that, like, you've seen Dick NATO. You haven't seen Dick Shark yet. But there are gay guys who buy Dick NATO, Dick Shark, Ant Farm Dickhole, thinking that they're going to be gay movies. I don't know why they think that, because, yeah, this is a homosexual movie, but there's nothing but female TNA. Like, guys don't have, like, maybe man boobs. Like, why would you think it's a gay movie? Alright, I have to make pee-pee. I'll be back. A lot of pee-pee. I'll pee twice. I'm back. I didn't realize I have money. Not enough to level up. Let me see if I can level up. Probably sell stuff. How much do I need? 77. Might be rough. I could just kill stuff. There's enough stuff here to kill. That's not going to do it. Alright, let me just beat up some people here. You guys still alive? Oh, they're all dead. They were killed to death. It was 77,000, right? Sorry to interrupt your attack. Man, I didn't kill them. How wimpy am I? I have to kill him the way I want. Stabbed in the ass. Oh, I thought I killed him. How am I not killing people with one attack? How wimpy am I? I thought I was better. Stop. Ooh, I'm almost there. In my underwear. Alright, I'm definitely going to stab this guy in the ass. His bungalow. He must have worn a chastity belt or something. Oh, come on. Come up here. Let me finish you. Happy ending. Oh, that's the one thing I didn't like. Well, there are many things I didn't like. In Dark Souls, you get a plunging attack. Not in this game. That's not the attack I wanted. But it's the attack I got. Not even... That's another complaint about the game that I think I'll just consider charming. Who did that? Who's doing that? Like, I can jump from here to down there, be fine. But then in other places, I just fall 3 feet dead. Can't trust the distance in this game. Why am I going up in strength? Well, I could always re-spec, as it's called. Let me go somewhere. I remember there was a fort. It's probably not around here. And near the fort was a ghost dragon or something like that. So that might be fun to attack. But I forgot where that was. Only I would forget. Was it down here? It couldn't have been down here. You would think that I'd see a fort on the map. AC, what is AC? Maybe if I just gallop relatively aimlessly, I'll find it. Yeah, I'll gallop aimlessly. Oh, I remember when the first Assassin's Creed came out. Forgot which console I played it. After a day, I just returned it to GameStop. Did not like the game. I remember playing Thief on the first Xbox, and I was addicted to that game. And then years later on PlayStation 4, I bought Thief. Oh, before I bought Thief, I bought Dishonored. And I thought, hey, Dishonored isn't that bad. It kind of reminds me of Thief. And then when I bought the Thief for PlayStation 4, it had exactly the same game mechanics of Dishonored. I thought, like, I don't want to play Dishonored. I want to play Thief. Like, don't you remember what Thief was? And I don't remember where I read it or heard it, but the company that released Thief was just in a habit of releasing dead games. It was not Thief. I don't know if the original Thief is something that would be enjoyable to watch, but it was tremendous fun to play because everything can kick your ass, so you have to be sneaky. You've got no choice. Like, everyone can defeat you in a fight, so you have to be super sneaky. And then I learned that these are called stealth games. And I tried to buy a couple of so-called stealth games, but it wasn't the same thing. I don't know. Should I go here? Like, let's say if you bought me an Xbox and it came with Thief, I don't know if I would like the game. Like, I don't even know if I'd like Fallout 3, and I loved Fallout 3. Because these are all pre-Dark Souls games. Dark Souls ruined everything for me. Like, I couldn't play Morrowind or Elder Scrolls, because I was thinking, like, man, this doesn't feel like combat. This feels like I'm playing with a marionette. So as much as I ridicule Dark Souls for the combat, I wonder... Alright. Is where I want to go here. I remember I went down a ravine. Was that here? I remember how many hours I spent playing Fallout 3. I didn't very much like Fallout New Vegas. Starting to mumble. I don't think I want to go down here anywhere. You know, all the times I've played the DLC, I've never played here because it was desolate, wasn't fun, and there was an opponent where the gimmick is you cannot hurt it unless you parry it. You know, fuck off. I'm not playing. If that's the rule, I'm not going to play. Good luck. I'm not going to play. I could fight a dragon. Maybe I should fight a dragon. Just, I don't understand why. I want to fight this ghost dragon because I have holy weapons and they do damage against these ghost dragons. I don't know if they're called ghost dragons, but they're affected by holy damage. Dragon Pit Tournament. That's not it. Where the hell is it? Oh, it's a castle of some sort. It's a castle or fort. I don't even think I fought anything in there. I think I found this place early in the game and just forgot about it. I know I touched the fireplace by it, so... Alright, let me maybe magnify. Maybe that'll help. Ends this moon gazing. Castle Lord's Chamber. Let's take a look. This might be the place. I forgot. This is not the place. Totally not the place. Alright, maybe you know what I'm talking about. It's some sort of fortification where next to the fortification is the bonfire. And you can go underneath a cave, and then there are all these black knights fighting a dragon. I forgot what this fort was. Why am I so stupid? It's not here, right? Nope. Fog Rift Fort. That can't be it. I'll take a look. I know I was there. This is probably not it. Wait, is that it? No. That's not it. It's not it. Not it. It's not that far into the game either, so... I'm being summoned into another world, really? I don't want to go into another world. I think this guy needs help with an invader. I might be a hunter. Yep, I'm blue, I'm a hunter. I wonder if this is just a dick who's summoning Taunter's Tongue people. Oh yeah, thanks for hanging out. I think I have an idea where this place is. I just want to find it. Because I know I touched the fireplace. Or the little fire. So when you touch the fire, you can come back to it. It's all here. Well, regardless, I suppose I should go back to editing. That was my goal, to finish this scene. I'm not that drunk. I can return to work. Well, thank you for hanging out. Until next